Thank you, CBR, for giving me this idea of a video out there I've been wanting to talk about. Yep. So let's get the poster, shall we? Hey, give me a touch moment, and I'm gonna go. Did you keep training at the big events, but Burn can't put down need them? That's their title. Their title way too damn long for YouTube and outline to put the title, so I'm gonna change it to Did you keep big events and make it a better title. Why? Multiplication article entry. Now, we don't want to talk about the industry article, and as you well know, they've actually been doing all good stuff right now. I will make some books I never like. I made some books that are, well, kind of boring. After shooting my video, why do you like that book? It's so goddamn slow. The point I got dropped off, but I will admit, after two, but I've been good, after one, I've been fun, and it's good stuff. That being said, I thought articles said Bet Monkai Pooh doesn't need them. They're not entirely wrong about spell with the events. Why? Because events have been doing very common for 30 years, because even kind of really lackluster. However, I do disagree with DTK, or DTK has been telling an awesome event. So why am I talking about this? Because for my had to learn more talk about this article. Also because I know it's how for my doing. Yep. Which will do well? Probably not, but hey, you don't want to talk about it, so for my doing. Again, what's in me minute? Well, you'll find out. So, join for ancient news. Yep. So, enjoy the show. See ya. Item. As you can tell my intro, you can tell it's about this news. Why? You'll find out. Let's just start. According to an article I had from, well, see by themselves. Alright, cool. Did they get changed bigger man by BetMonCon Pooh doesn't need them? Yep. Since the day of Secret Wars and Crazy on Even Earths, events have been an integral part of Marvel and DC Comics sales strategy. Yeah, about that. Secret Wars, that's true. We deal with Secret Wars back in the day. Crazy Even Earths, that's true. But honestly, out of all two, I think Crisis did better. But Crisis is more of a reboot than an actual event. Okay, it was an event, but it's more complicated than that. It didn't matter. Continue. They also say, I quote, for the latter publisher, this strategy has spiraled out of control. You think? No shit, Sherlock. Often disrupting great creative runs and alienating new customers. They're not wrong. The DCU expanded one of its greatest sales run in years, and the company behind it needs to take away the right lessons. Yep. The long history of DC Comics events has included some of the best and worst of what the company had to offer. From masterpieces like Blackest Night and You Miss It books like Rise Planet. No, stop. I disagree. Rise Planet was awful. Maybe you don't mind what that event did. Oh wait, no I don't, because it's silly with fucking shit. This event was garbage. Nothing mattered. There was no point in going every shit show. All this thing did is give it these new characters, but they went nowhere. Well, except for one character that had to play Joshua Robin run, but that was about it. Also, Electra John Trent's horrible. I hate this idea. This is shit. And they have to go. Yes, I am still bitter about having to John. I'm still bitter about this shit. But my point still saying about that shit. That event fucking garbage, and let's not talk about it ever again. I disagree with that fucking plea. Why don't I play because they bought up something from my doing? It doesn't matter. Continue. They also said, I quote, the publisher is constantly trying to give readers the next blockbuster story. What they often miss is that readers buy these events out of necessity as collectors, not out of a burning desire to be foiled with one-shots and tie-ins. Yep. With the company topping the sales chart, it is essential that they understand the key to their recent success and don't fall into old habits. Don't fall into bad habits. Whatever. I'm not a grammar expert. Whatever. Continue. They also say, I quote, this is a never-ending event to sell great stories. Yep. When DC rebooted its run during Rebirth, it sounded to sell success as it gave a return to form for characters like Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Yep. They're not wrong about that. Like I said before, a decade ago, Rebirth might have been the best thing ever. I would defend Rebirth to the day I die. DC Rebirth gave us hope. It gave us legacy. It worked. It made a ton of sense. It saved DC for a couple of years. I'm so bitter about what Bennett did my favorite character on the go. It gave us Super Sons. My favorite team ever from DC period. I will defend this thing to the day I die. I love Rebirth. It was amazing. Yep. Screw the haters. We were the mating, I was the family with the AI. Stupid anime planes were goddamn small. My point stands. I love Rebirth, I was the family with the AI, and I know it wasn't perfect, but it gave it good hope, great books, and awesome. Anime. Continue. But they also said, quote, however, it was barely a year before the company discovered the success to dive headfirst in Scott Snyder's approved Dark Knight Metal event. Yep. They're not long. Packed full of tie-ins and one-shots, and even spinning out into its own line miniseries. The story was a success, but it brought the Rebirth era to a halt. Yep. Titles that had been runaway hits were no longer allowed to stand on their own feet, and writers had to shift story to accommodate the saga. Okay, they're not long about that. Look, I love Dark Knight Metal. I do the Dark Knight Metal. I like to put Dark Knight Metal for some fun. But that segment Death Metal was kind of a mess. And, oh god. Let's talk about Death Metal about. Death Metal was kind of a mess of an event. It made no sense. It's kind of overpriced. Don't mind, but just read the first Metal event. You'll be good. Skip Death Metal. Death Metal not worth it. You're not missing much. It doesn't matter. It's a shit show. It doesn't matter. Whatever. He also said, quote, someone to comment the saga. Yep. Shortly after Metal ended, Scott Snyder took over Justice League. Yep. Where he began to lay the groundwork for the next installment, Death Metal. Even before getting there, he unleashed Year of the Villain, a line-wide event that saw Apex Lex Luthor? What? Whatever. Upgrading the main villain to DCU, while the Batman who laughs infected others. Yep. After Death Metal concluded, an event that cost collectors hundreds of dollars, DC moved into new events all from similar states, such as Night Terrors and Dark Crisis Earth. Yeah, how did that go? Oh wait, they were both awful! Dark Crisis Earth shit show of our event is fucking shit! I hate this event. This event was garbage! It made no fucking sense whatsoever! Oh, it wasn't Pariah, it was the Great Darkness! No, it wasn't. It's Jimmy Pariah! Wait, what? Make up your mind! It is a Great Dark or Pariah. Pick one lane! God, this event's so fucking stupid. This event was shit, and I know where that go. And no, it's not because of John Reboot. No, not that shit. No. The event was shit, and just garbage of bad writing, it just made no sense. We're gonna love Johnny Reboot, a good writer, but the book was shit, and it's awful. F that event. Whatever. When DG isn't bringing a bank for some leaders, it trying their patience with completely forgettable mini events like Endless Winter Lighters Plans. But you just said that in your first sentence as the Lighters Plan was a good event. Wait, the bringing Mystery Book Lighters Plan. Did I miss anything? Wait a minute, maybe I can Mystery Book Lighters Plan. Wait, me I misquote them and it was good, but it didn't matter. They not label that. Yep. These stories force reading onto series that are unnecessary fans of just get to complete a story from their favorite like Mark Waid or Mars, despite requiring customers to buy several titles. These mini events mean almost nothing for YGCU, and any consequences are often released within a year. That is true. Put it simply, it isn't merely the fact that these events cost more than they should, nor that they force readers to collect titles that they dislike. But in the absence of meaningful consequences, fantastic creative runs like Jeremy Adams and Fritz Green Lantern arc are a testament to the fact readers are more interested in who's bringing the books than they are tie-ins. The success of Len B. and Mike Pinker's Swamp Thing series. Wait, what? That thing is still going on? I thought the season ended. Maybe I must have missed it. Again, I've been so far by my comic reviews. I'm sorry, guys. Yep. Continue. Should have tipped the company off to this when the series was extended to meet fan demand. Yep. The industry took advantage of a long-term loser. I actually didn't want to make this title with a lot more appropriate to me, because this title made much more sense. I've been saying it for years. Events don't need to exist. Or if you want to do an event, fine. But make the event actually matter. Do something with it. Don't make it cumbersome and stupid. Whatever. When it comes to DC's biggest hit series, there's almost no connection to major events. If anything, the titles are quite often derailed by events, heralding the end or reboot of the title, rather than prolonging it. Many of these events and stories would have worked perfectly as well as a simple story arc within a series like Justice League or Batman. In the eyes of readers, the worst effect these have in forcing them to buy books that they aren't interested in. When it comes to continuity shift like Death Metal and Flashpoint, let's not bring the events up again. Well, Flashpoint as an event was fine. It's more a Flash storyline, but it should not let out it's a New 52. That felt after my cash grab in order to do a reboot at the last minute. Because, fuck it, let's reboot the universe and see what happens. How that was up for DC? Oh wait, awful. Been on 7% for years, and at this point, I moved on at this point. I'm so tired of talking New 52, I'm so tired of that shit. For the record, if people like New 52, I'm glad, I'm very happy with that. I'm glad people like New 52, that's great. In fact, more power to all my friends who like New 52, that's fantastic. And I'm very happy about that. Yep. But that's just me. Yep. Continue. D can be as much a jumping off point for collectors as a jumping on point for new readers. Yep. For Scott Stein, Nick Drago, Absolute Batman, Mark Waid Demo's World Finest, the evidence is clear. Dynamic, creative, team, and good ideas, not forced crossovers or want to sell comics. Best of all, while readers know they have the stability of Link 3-1, there's something they can actually get invested in. Looking forward to the new issue next month. There was a time in DC history when new creative teams assigned to major titles would work out customers through the doors, not events. Whether it was running that Grant Morrison and Howard Porter were taking over Justice League or seeing Jeff Johns sign a $2.5 million title, that was how the company reached readers. Even today, simply announcing waiting more on new title brings in fans, showing that readers know when the publisher finds a great long-term creative team. Yep. I'll just say a quote. Customers and DC themselves need only look to the fact that years later, some comic book stores still have feature state book on the shelves. Wait, what? Some comic book stores still have feature state book on the shelves. Oh yeah, that thing. What that thing again? I hate feature state, which is so forgettable waste of time. Don't bother with your thing. You're not missing much. It doesn't matter. For World Finest and Absolute Universe, the floppies have been flying off the racks. Events might boost sales for Marvel 2, but they feel intrusive to readers and even creators. Yep, have limited and rewrite a story to fit someone else's ideas. They're not wrong. Publishers need to remember runs like Peter Incredible Hulk or Jeff Johns' Green Lantern to recall that consistent quality is what fans want. Yep. Far too many series have a revolving door of idea teams never allowing one to believe and find their footing. They're not wrong. DC Comics need to feel like they matter. Honestly, I think this title, this is several the article in a nutshell because it was one sense. I should probably use that as my title instead. Or fingernails and off listening. Yep. Since Crisis on Infinite Earths, the way the events have had on DC have dropped dramatically. In those 4 decades, only a handful of ideas even justify being line-wide sellers, like Blackest Night. Most are ideas that would be so much better off in a miniseries or an all-star story arc in its existing title. Not something that's strong on reading to buy a new series. A world where comics cost more than ever. Don't mind me. Oh, we're so fucking reading. With all the Bat books along the way will break the bank. Yeah, DC need to stop doing Bat books. We need a book from Batman. Give out a shot, damn it. Yep. The company needs to be more conscientious. Conscientious? I don't know what that word means, sorry. Our main customers want, not need to buy new books. These are the main fan among readers in 2026. Fan of Batman, Justice League Unlimited, and more are hoping that DC will steer clear on one event. Yep, and that's not going to show. So they made a long story out of this nonsense. Basically, they believe that DC should stop doing events. I think. But do I agree 100% with the article? It's 50-50, but they do make a good point. The combination needs to stop doing the big events. But that's just me. Yep. Yeah, that's not so. I know. My father, I don't know, I did your favorite connect tomorrow. Duh. For me, it's not his dimension, you know, my DC fan. DC fan, everything going up next tomorrow, and I go DC, it will be, DC by playing well, DC, and I go DC. Look, I like Marvel is a game, I like Marvel, you know, Marvel kind of shit on, bad story, but I'm so pissed about that shit, but I've seen that for years with that guy with the comic side, then the comic shit, but honestly, that's what to me. I like DC. That being said, do I agree on that with the article? Yes and no. I do agree with 100% they don't need a big event. Events, in my opinion, could be shit junk, always been not fun to read, and I think we need a break for events. However, that being said, though, I don't agree with everything they said. Yes, back in the Masterpiece, different back in the day, but Last Planet, no, I don't know shit, no one to go. But we still don't get that kind of DC. Well, as I said before, DCK has been fun and awesome, but they do make a good kind of DC event, kind of all the place and kind of complete mess, and really not fun to talk about. Like I said, the last good event we had to go with Death Metal, or Dark Metal, and that's what it did. Dark Cloud was a good shit show. I don't know what Dark Cloud is, and Dark Cloud is crap, and I didn't like Dark Cloud, it could be shit show. And honestly, they do make a good point. Events at DC kind of all the point not by talk about, and they do make a point about that, and I kind of agree with them on that. Especially Year the Villain. Year the Villain was awful. I hate Year the Villain. You was fucking pointless. What's good to Year the Villain? I need to talk about that for a sec. Let's be real. Was anyone looking forward to Year the Villain that year? No! I wasn't. It's fucking pointless. This entire experiment went nowhere. It was a complete shit show, not fun to have, but a mess. None of the event time mattered. Not the event. It was just fucking pointless. The only thing that connected with this stupid thing was Baron laughs, and that's it. Everything else, not so much. Like, let's be real, Ranger. No one did came out of the band with the Death Metal stuff. Okay, Death Metal was a shit show. Death Metal was a mess, but my point still stands. Point range zone, like what Year the Villain was just pointless, not good, and this guy is shit show. Oh, yeah, but David, this kid's a graduate. Wait, no, get to event reviving. No, it didn't. Event reviving could be shit. And that event was also good, and there was shit on it meant nothing. I hate Bendis, the awful book on DC. I hate Bendis, the run, Superman. He ruined everything. But okay, I don't hate the guy, the person I think he's a nice guy. I do a talk in the future, but God, Superman just made me angry. But I've been saying that for years. My point really don't want to go on with this in general. I do see where they made a good point, but Year the Villain was just awful, and let's say about this better. My point still stands. Point range, Joey, they do make a good points, and honestly, we didn't need a lot of shit that had happened. Full disclosure, if I had my way, I had to look at metal, I would not do another event. I would wait at least 5 years or 6 years max to get to Death Metal. Not complete, with Chuck Rebirth stuff, done to actually to one event. Metal was good, but it should have stayed at the other event, and that's it, not be used as the part of the stories. And what's said about the band, unfortunately, thanks to that event, Batman Light got slammed to the ground, to the point that, well, it made no sense. Look, I could be all day, but my point, they made a good point, I kind of like about that, and they all kind of like about other stuff. Especially Dark Crisis, let's be real. Dark Crisis meant nothing. It was a complete shit show, it meant nothing, and the less said about Dark Crisis, the better. That thing was crap, and just garbage. My point still stands. My point, as far as that shit show concerned, it's a complete mess, I meant nothing. Yep. But, yeah, my point. You get my point. Yep. So, yeah. What do we have to learn from this stuff? For what I can tell you, article, they do make 100% right. Events don't mean nothing. We don't need that events. In fact, in my point of view, it's actually proven to us that, well, events just mean jack and shit mean nothing. Look, I like GTK. Usually to find event, it's tend to find out that the consequences actually matters. Because that event is actually good. Shocking enough. But they all kind of like after with them after stuff after killing it, and you see it making it good. So maybe in the long run, these comics should not do events anymore. Or you want to do an event, fine, but at least have the ball to have consequences. Damn it! Like you gotta get the Absolute Humans credit. Unlike Marvel, who gave up an Ultimate, which I'm still pissed off by that shit. Like, why? Why you have to give him Ultimate actually? Why end the Open Universe? What the hell? Just to do this Reborn shit, it's gonna be nothing. Why end Ultimate for your tail-lighted Reborn? It's gonna fail. Like, you gotta give DC credit. DC had the ball to pull the trigger Absolute, and it actually worked. I never made Absolute would work, but it actually did work. It's gonna be good. Look, some stuff I make out with Woman. After Batman, I like the Absolute Batman, a ton of fun. After Superman, it's just a slog and really not fun to read. It's not bad, it's just not for me. I just couldn't get into it. After Wonder Woman was amazing, After Wonder Woman was fantastic. And my point is, you gotta get Absolute Human. Absolute Human with a complete right, step in the right direction. It worked, it's gonna be good. It actually helped the DC company a lot, and it's gonna be amazing. And shock or shock, when you put some effort into your title as a good creative team, know what the hell you're doing, you get good at the good book and you get to sell. The comic industry needs to limit their success and stop doing bad ideas. Marvel needs to fix their shit and need to fix their garbage and their economy can be shit show. Look, do I want DC to copy Absolute 1-to-1? No. I want Absolute to be self-contained and left alone, but we all know it's going to breed out to make DC in the future. So, by drawing this experiment stayed a little bit longer, I'm a happy camper. Who bought an alternate universe that's going by Darkseid, which is going to be good. I see it coming. I never bought this road because I was wrong. It's going to be amazing. My point still stands. My point is, Absolute Humans going to be good. I'm going to have it at, and I'm excited for DC. Now, that being said, do I agree with everything the article says? Yes and no. Yes, I do agree that we don't need any events. We need to bring events are pointless. However, that being said, though, we don't need to get rid of events entirely. Have events actually matter as in consequences, damn it. In fact, I'll get DC credit on Marvel. We damn it do have consequences. Well, kind of, sort of. What to do? Dark credit did not mean nothing. It was shit show, and the rest of it had been better. But they are 100% right. The events need to feel like they matter. That part you agree to 100%. And we just need a break from events. After DGKO, when we're done with that thing, take a massive break from events. Don't do any more events anymore. Take a year off and just wait until after the dust settles for consequences to matter. Yeah, after DGKO, when all this settles in actually the next coming moment, when it settles, take a massive break. Because CBR doesn't make a lot of good point with the article in the way, but after this event, take a break from events for a long while. And after this, because the comic industry is kind of weird with spouting now, especially the whole manga versus comic debate, which that debate, it's so complicated, but funny mess, but honestly, that's the way it's not as simple as people think it is. Like, oh, manga is better than comics. Yeah? But they have in the last couple of years because that's the way Super method is doing, and manga is not that perfect. Like, one mistake from a writer for manga and an entire book can go to hell. And it's a whole thing that happens. And the manga industry is not as simple as people think it is. It's a lot more complicated, but that's not a topic for another day. In fact, I could probably make an entire discussion out there, live stream about the discussion about manga versus comics. I think I should probably do that, but why haven't I done a live stream about that? That's so more interesting. Yeah, whatever. I'll deal with that for another day. I'll probably write a note myself. My point is that after DGKO, take a break from events. And we do know DGKO got the consequences. We do know we're getting a Super Bowl, which the thing I am looking forward to, more because, well, it's not history of my channel. You know where I'm going with it, I'm looking forward, to this, obviously, because, well, as you know, my shoot junket, man, with 10 or so, I was defend the character, I die. But my point still stands. My point is, we're all into actual content with DGKO, that is happening, and I'm more excited about any character at DGKO. But at DGKO, take a break from event DC, you need it, and everything go on smooth sailing. Like I said, I could be all day, but frankly, my point is that we need a break from events right now. After DGKO, take a break, but that's just me. Look, like I said before, in general, this article does make a lot of good points. I'm 100% right about that. But, like I said, they do kind of get some widescroll because some events actually do help some comics. Not all events help. Let's be real. Not all events are good. But there are a lot of crap events. For every actually Brackets Nerd, there's Hero and Clay with a complete shit show. Who covers is awful after that event, but they do make a light with their Hummers and Light, and it's absolutely proven anything. We need a break from events right now. Heck. Look, bottom line in general, actually, as much as I do agree with the article, I do disagree with some of their points because some events actually did help out actually EC get back in the game. I know maybe it's not perfect. I know there's some bad events. I admit that, and I'm not blind. I know events have been awful last couple of years, but you gotta get EC with more. More events mean fucking shit. I mean nothing. But as far as DC is concerned, their events actually feel a lot more cohesive and feel a lot more organic than Marvel. What's for Marvel events mean nothing. So as far as the argument concerned about events concerned with DC, they're all hunting the right along, but like I said before, it's a lot more complicated. But for me, I just think we need a break from events right now. In comics in general, events can be special one thing, but we don't need any event the last couple of years. Take a break after DCKO and end it from there. But I've been saying it for years. As far as my boss is concerned, let's just wait to see what happens. Anyway, this video is taking way too damn long. I need to wrap this up. I gotta get some food. I need to wrap this up. In conclusion, as far as DCCon don't need big event concerned, they're not wrong. We don't need big events. We just need a big event period in DC and Marvel. In fact, Marvel need to get the shit out at the end so the event is all shit right now. But that's another topic another day. As far as my thought on big events concerned, we need big events. So as far as my thoughts are concerned, I'm just too done with events right now. I need a break. But as far as my thought on those events as a whole, let's just wait to see what happens to get more information. And let's just wait to see what happens. Do I agree 100% about the article? Do I agree they're right? It's complicated. Yes and no. I do agree that we don't need events anymore. We need a break from events. That being said, as far as the whole event concern for DC and Marvel, I gotta get DC credit over Marvel because it was Marvel. It was DC events actually know what the hell they're doing, which they actually matter most of the time anyway. There's some shit shows on that last point could be shit show, but I haven't seen it for years. But as far as my party events concerned, let's just take a break from events right now and see what happens. By the way, the guy missed some other events that happened a couple years. You remember Absolute Power, that thing? Yeah, Absolute Power meant nothing. It could be shit show and forget that ever happened. But for my event concerned from DC and Marvel, let's just take a break from events right now and see what happens. Anyway, this video is taking weeks and long. As far as my concern, I'm gonna be see what happens. Anyway, I need to wrap this up. Don't make buy DD key change big event, but it's best modern comic pools I need. That's how it sucks. I'll probably write DC comics that need big events. Yeah, I'll probably actually take it from them because that title is far better. Because in my personal opinion, it's a far better title than this one. This is too witty. But YouTube will not allow me to put this in the YouTube title, and so dumb. So yeah, I'll put that title, but that's my point on this article as a whole. Don't buy DC Comics, keep changing big event, but Ben, Mark Comic Pools, and that's how we see them wrong. I'll put DC After Universe, Pool, big event don't matter, or something. I'll think of a better title. Have that bond article, pre on Conmo Chile, think about anything, news. You like it, you hate it. Also compete on Twitter. Please subscribe my channel to book the ball, here have a song story. Have again, share the web, and I'll talk it. Long game, good story. Guys, please comment about how you do DC Comics actually and events as a whole. Do you think Marvel stop doing events as a whole? Or do you think these events are better than Marvel? Or do you think events mean jack and shit? Please comment below. Also compete on Twitter. Please subscribe my channel to Bookie the Ball account. I'll have some stories. Again, share the web, and I'll talk idea. Long game, DC. DC, get shit together, please. Okay, that's not true. Alright, Marvel, get shit together, please. Your events are horrible. Fix it. Man, DC, keep doing what you're doing good. But that's me. Please comment below. Bookie the Ball account. I'll have some stories. Again, share the web, and I'll talk idea. Subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon. YouTube algorithm nonsense. Long story. I'm pre-con. Well, I'll talk. I'm gonna DC. Bam, 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 DC. Bam, 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 DC. Bam, 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 DC. Bam.